Hello once again, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show, Shelf Talk. It's been a while since I've done a Shelf Talk episode, so I thought, let me kind of give everybody a little update on one little corner, one little area, one little shelf, if you will, of the Darth Tuba Star Wars collection. Okay, so why don't we just take a look over here? Okay, so we can get to some previous episodes. If you look back on some previous episodes, you'll see the great Jabba sail barge HasLab project. Okay, it's got a little better lighting. And you can also just see kind of some of these other ideas here, along with this, the lighting I did for the shelf, for this display case. I'm really going to talk about the things that are kind of around it. As many know, if you've seen this is actually my basement. And one of the selling points of this basement when I first bought the house was the size of this room around the boiler room, which is really, really fantastic. But one of the downsides was that between buying the house and actually taking ownership and closing on the house, I had to install an oil tank inside. They took it out of it used to be buried in the back, and they took it out and they replaced it and put it inside. Now, better for the environment, so yay for that, but not so great when it comes to what you do with Star Wars collecting, because it took up a huge amount of real estate in the space. But I'm not complaining, because again, as I said, I'd rather have, if there's going to be any issues, I would rather it be inside where I can very easily repair it and very inexpensively repair it. So that's okay. I do have a few things on the floor here, but they're not of any great value in case something ever happened, and everything else kind of off the ground. But let's talk about what I've done behind it. Okay, first of all, we got that strange creature appearing over the tank, and that's Jar Jar. This is actually a Pepsi a life-size standee cutout that one of my students gave me, and I just really liked it, and I thought it was kind of cool. It's actually seen better days. It's had a lot of moisture on it and stuff, but I tuck it in the back there, and he kind of just peeks behind, remembering don't forget about Misa. Okay, he's part of Star Wars too, and it always reminds me of that. So on the tank itself, I was able to put some things like this. Little Jabba's dais here, which was a place that came out from Walmart last year. So I like to keep it close to the barge. Okay. I also have this great little shelf space that I was able to. Oops, sorry about that. I was able to use it for some helmets, some Don Post, and other types of helmets. Okay, everything from vintage Don Post to the the Poe Dameron, more recent ones. So that's a nice thing. And on top of that, we put some of the loose vehicles. We have looks like Grievous's ship. We have Dash Rendar's ship. We got that famous scene where Han Solo pilots the land speeder, which never happened, but I just happen to have it like that. And of course, the Rogue One tank. We have one of the awesome Republic vehicles. I think that's from the Clone Wars. I have an unopened Star Wars Trilogy collection Millennium Falcon. This is actually the only... I own essentially the original that came out in the vintage years. That's my played-with version. And then they did come out with another one back in the 90s, but I decided not to get that one just because it was the same mold. But I did eventually pick this one up. It was less expensive. It was on sale. This came out about 10 years later. So but I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I don't know if I will or not. Again, I really like the vintage box style. So, and I already have about 3 other Falcons out of the box. So probably not. Probably leave it in there. We have a droid vulture fighter. We have okay, Star Wars Angry Birds early bird package. Okay, so that was essentially just meant to be a take on the early bird packaging from the early bird kit in the 70s. Folks, I keep this here. It's the only Angry Birds Star Wars item I have. I keep this here as a reminder. I keep this here as a reminder to myself to say, if I ever am feeling somewhat unappreciative of any new Star Wars, whether that be sequel trilogy, Rogue One, Solo, Disney's acquisition with Galaxy's Edge, which, by the way, I love all of them. I haven't been feeling that at all. But if I feel that way about anything like that, or maybe about Star Wars Resistance or Freemaker Adventures or anything of that nature, I remind myself that this is what we had, gang, before Disney bought Star Wars. That was it. Okay? Star Wars Angry Birds. So remind everybody, okay, if a Star Wars movie comes out and you're not happy with it, okay. That I can understand that. You want to poke hole, you want to poke fun at the plot holes or whatever, it's your prerogative. But be aware that before we started getting Disney's acquisition, we got Star Wars Angry Birds. And that's all I can say is I'm much happier living in the present. Anyway, okay, so this kind of like a utility work shelf was kind of here when I moved in, and I've decided to use it for some random hodgepodge here. You got this really great Star Wars display case thing, not case, but display unit that was essentially meant to be like the Land of the Jawas playset, at least the base is. It's hard for, again, I apologize for the poor lighting here. We got a C-3PO collector's case. Actually, that case I think is filled with some figures. I should check that out. We got Yoda, Lego Yoda. We got a Luke with his Moisture Farm device, and then this Yoda is actually a prototype Yoda. And of course, we got the Adam West Batman sneaking in there. Got a few helmets. We got the Solo Speeder. We've got X-Wing Fighter boxed, and another. Oh no, sorry, Darth Vader TIE Fighter boxed in the back there, which I'll probably end up unboxing in a future episode. We got a Y-Wing over there. And we've got another one of those micro machine type transforming playsets. We've got the Emperor in his Senate pod. We've got this, which is this is an alarm clock, believe it or not. And when batteries, I don't think any batteries are functioning right now. When you have batteries in it, it's like this thing just moves left and right, up and down, front and back. It's kind of cool. Here's some Imperial Pilots and Rebel Pilots. These are the Micro Machine. I knew that if I took these out of the package more than this, they would get lost, so I kept them kind of in their thing. We have our Echo-based soldiers, our Imperial officers. We got that funky, weird Clone Wars slug ridden by a clone trooper. Here's some of the few galactic heroes I've kept. Jabba's Palace, Cantina Encounter. Tucked way in the back there, we got a few more ships. I think that thing in the way back, if you can see it, is actually it's Vader on a motorcycle. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be hanging out for too much longer. Here's another one of those Micro Machine ones we did in a previous unboxing. This is a set of droids from Entertainment Earth. We got Luke. This is among the last of the 12-inch figures. You can see they did a pretty good job of it. There's Boba Fett. There's Chewie there. And this was this is right before, or right as Sideshow took over the license. Got another Cantina Band set here. Got a little Phantom Menace sign and a Han Solo popcorn bucket. So, as you can see, it's a hodgepodge. My collection is kind of set up like a hodgepodge. I have a few things that are kind of set up in ways to make them, that are themed, but otherwise a lot of it is. And if you look up, you can see this is kind of where I sometimes place a lot of figures. These are all the Ralph McQuarrie concept figures, all the way up there. We got some Disney ones, Disney droids here. There's much more I can do on that. And of course, I forgot to mention this nice Jedi Starfighter. So, there you go. So that's another little shelf review of the Darth Tuba collection. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I'll try to get it back into the swing of adding some of those. But there's actually just been a lot of product coming in. There's been things that I ordered months, some things almost a year ago that I'm definitely going to want to kind of revisit and work on and get some unboxing done for the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check out all my other videos, folks. I do a lot of different types of content, okay, when it comes to unboxing, a lot of different product. And, I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing it with people. Welcome to our new subscribers. But I will say that as far as views, let's see if we can pass this around so other people can get some views going. I would really much like to do that, all right? So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.